Hi friends, in our earlier video, we discussed the sales document type controls till general control. In this video, we are going to continue the further controls of sales document. We will start with transaction flow. If you look at transaction flow, the first field is screen sequence group. This field controls while creating the sales order which screen should appear for what document type. For example, if you go and check it for inquiry, okay, the T code to create an inquiry is VA11. Okay, IN is the inquiry document type. If you go into the document, it is directly taking you to overview screen, and it's a different one. The inquiry validity from date to date are appearing. If you check how it will behave when you enter into a sales document, our standard order type is SR00. And if you enter directly, it is taking you to the sales overview. In sales overview, these fields are different. Even in item overview also, till we enter some customer number and customer reference, system will not allow you to move forward. We will enter some customer reference number also. Okay. It will not allow you to item. Even in item overview also, you will not find this from to in the sales order. Okay. You in the bottom, you look at the T code. Okay. In the other screen, I will open this one and show you to inquiry quotation. You will find a different screen altogether. VA11 inquiry. Okay. If you look at here you are finding the fields like valid from valid to. These fields you will not find in the same sales overview of item overview of sales order screen. Whereas in the inquiry screen, you will be able to find it out. If you observe the T code in the bottom, it is VA11. Okay, VA11 is for inquiry, and VA21 is for quotation. If you want to check for the quotation document, for quotation document also it will enter. You will be able to enter into the item overview only as and when you enter into the screen. Here also you will find valid from valid. If you find a contract document VA41, CQ is the quantity contract standard type. Here also you will get into the sales overview, whereas if you go to the item overview, sorry, I have not entered the. So no pricing procedure for this combination. We are not for QC document type. Our document pricing procedure is different. CQ, let me check CQ. I think the pricing procedure which is there in the document procedure which is there here is not standard one. Now if you try to open this one, go to the same transaction again, CQ. Now pricing procedure will be determined. You will not have that pricing procedure could not be determined error. Okay. See, even in sales overview screen also, if you look at the screens between VA41 contract screen and if you look at the screen between order screen, these two are completely different ones. Okay, how it is coming? It is coming because of the screen sequence group. If you look at here, the screen sequence group for contract is LP, whereas the screen sequence group for sales order is different. Screen sequence group for inquiry is different. Quotation is different. For inquiry, it is AG, inquiry and quotation, same screen sequence group. And for delivery order, it is AM. Okay, and for sales order, it is AU. For contract, it is KM. Like this, you will find the different screens. When the end user is creating the order or quotation or inquiry or contract or scheduling agreement, the screens will come based on the configuration that we do here. These are the standard ones. Mostly we will use the standard one only. In rarest cases only, we will go for screen sequence group enhancement, or else we will go by standard one in many of the projects. This is how this field controls in the sales document. Okay. Next is incompletion procedure. Incompletion procedure will go to our standard one order. So 11 incompletion procedure is assigned to the sales order type SR00. Where you can check it, you can check it in the basic functions. There is a, if you go into SPRO, sales and distribution, basic functions, log of incomplete terms. There you can find the incomplete procedure assigned to define incompletion procedures and assign incompletion procedures. If you go and check the sales document types, can display it. Our sales document type is SR00. Since 11 is the standard procedure assigned here, the same procedure is appearing there. Okay, if you want to define your own procedure, you can define it. Incompletion, how to define incompletion procedure and all, it's a separate topic altogether. We'll discuss in the coming videos. Like this, different incompletion procedures can be assigned to different document types. If you check for inquiry, the incompletion procedure is different. For quotation, the incompletion procedure is different. For inquiry, it is one. CO is the incompletion procedure. Okay. And for contract also, we'll have a different incompletion procedure, because it's for contract, maybe something like valid from valid to are required. Whereas for sales order, valid from valid to will not be there. Like that, what are the important fields that has to be there? If you look at here, the incompletion procedure is 12. And if we go and check here, CQ. For CQ, it is 12. Okay. Like this, the different incompletion procedures will be assigned. And next is transaction group. This transaction group is having direct relationship with your T codes. If you observe, let me open an Excel sheet. For anything related to sales in SAP, it starts with V. Okay. Anything in SAP starts related to sales starts with V. For sales, for order, it starts with A. For delivery, it starts with L. For billing, it starts with F. For anything, any activity related to sales, in SAP, it starts with A. In sales, again, we have three kinds of activities. One is sales order, second one is delivery, third one is billing. It starts with F. And the next thing comes is this transaction group. Okay, next thing comes is this transaction group. If you go and check here, if you go to the standard order type OR, okay, the transaction group is 0. Okay, if we go and check for the standard inquiry, IN transaction group is 1. For quotation, transaction group is 2. Check IN, transaction group is 1. Okay. For quotation, transaction group is 2. For scheduling agreement, transaction group is 3. For contract, transaction group is 4. Item proposal, transaction group is 5. And customer independent requirements can be configured by using the transaction group B. Okay. If you check here now, how the T code is coming is B, sales A. V relate V is sales and A is for sales documents and 0 is the transaction group. Okay. If you want to remember the T codes, this is the shortcut way. 1 is to create, 2 is to change, 3 is to display. So sales order VA01 is to create, change, display. Like this, you can remember the T code. Similarly, for this one, VL01, actually VL01 is replaced with VL01N. Similarly, VL02N and VL03N are there for change and display. And here VF01, VF02 and VF03 is to create billing document. Create delivery billing. Like this, you can remember the T codes. So the transaction group controls this one. Okay. And similarly for scheduling agreement, it is VA31 for contract. It is VA41. Like that, the T codes will be, you can remember the T codes by using this logic. Okay. This is how you should remember the T codes also. This is the functionality of the transaction. 1 is for inquiry, 2 is for 0 is for sales order, 1 is for inquiry, 2 is for quotation, 3 is for scheduling agreement, 4 is for contract. These are the 5 different ones that we use. Item proposal normally we will not use, and customer independent requests can be configured by using that B transaction group. Okay. And the next field is document pricing procedure. Document pricing procedure is one of the parameters used in pricing procedure determination into a sales document. Okay, the pricing procedure will be determined into sales document based on sales area, document pricing procedure, and customer pricing procedure. Document pricing procedure and customer pricing procedure both will be done at header level only. Customer data is header data in sales chart. Similarly, document data is also header data. Okay, the pricing procedure will be determined by using sales area, document pricing procedure, and customer pricing procedure. And the next field is status profile. Status profile is used if you want to some documents like credit memo, debit memo. You will not create credit memo just like that give money to your customers. Okay, your company, the client whom you are working for, he will not just simply create the money credit memo and give the money just like that. For issuing the credit memo, he will assign some status profile until and unless that person approves only, that credit memo can be passed on to the customer. Like this status profile will be used to control that one. Next is alternative sales document type and alternative sales document type. What are the alternative sales document types that can be used for order or inquiry or quotation or contract can be configured here. Okay, next is variant. Variant is something like it is a complete technical thing. It's a what kind of transaction variant you want to use for this order type is controlled here. Okay, these variants can be configured based on the business requirement. Next is display range. Display range means what kind of display range you want to use. This is basically display range is used in BOM sales, material determination, free goods determination, whether you want to display the main item only or you want to display the sub item will be controlled by this field. If you look at standard order OR, if the business requirement is to display all items, you can select U all. If the business requirement is only to display the main items, you can display UHIUs for the main item. If the requirement is to display only selected items, the user can select the items that only can be displayed. Like this, you have three options. What are the, whether you want to display the main items and sub items or only main items will be controlled by this field. This UAL and UHAU will make the difference in BOM scenario, metal determination and free goods determination only. Next one is function code for overview screen. Function code for overview screen. You go to this document. 1 minute, let me open. Okay, we can, that document I will not be able to find. Yeah, there it is. We go and check what is the functionality of the function code for overview screen. This field controls which screen should be displayed by default when entering into sales document. This already we have seen while creating inquiry. The fields will different and the screens also will be different. While creating the quotation, the screens that we enter is different. While creating the contract, the screens that we enter is different. There are different type of screens. UER1 is to enter into general overview screen. UER2 is to enter into the items overview screen. If you want the sales order to be configured with item overview screen, if you select this one and save it, when you are entering into a sales order screen by using the order type OR, you can find the difference. Order type OR we will take. See, it took us to the item overview screen. In the same transaction, if we go and try to enter into our order type SR00, it will take you to the sales overview screen. Because for this document type, this UER1 is configured, whereas for the standard order type, we configured UER2. That is the reason why it will come normally. UER1 is the one that any sales order screen will be configured with, because there the user wants to check what kind of material that is there in the in that order and how much quantity that they have ordered. If any CMIR is a CMIR number, what is the item category, if it is a bar metal or metal determination or free goods, what is the high level item. All these details can be looked at this screen. If you go to the item overview screen, that will be something different. Okay, let me show you that one also. This is different one. Okay. That is how this field item overview screen controls. Next one is quotation messages. If you check here, we have different options. If we keep this quotation message option as B, system will not check. For example, there are some open quotations for some of the for a customer. If you keep it as A, at header level, customer level, the quotation data will be checked. If you keep it as B, the quotation data will be checked at item level. Okay. If you keep the option as C, it will check at the header level and copy if unique. If it is D, it will check item level and copy if it is unique. Let's see how the we have already created some quotations for some for the customer that we are using. Let's see. This SR00 order we will try to create with there we kept the option as B. So for this customer, there may not be any open quotations. Let us create a quotation and find out. The T code to create a quotation is VA21. Okay. Acha, we created in the other one. Acha, right. We'll go to our document type USOR. Customer number is same. We enter our material 6756. See, since we have kept the option as B, it has checked at the item level for this material 6756. There are open quotations. The system is showing the message. If you want to continue without considering this the quotation, you can click the continue here. If you want to go to the list of the quotations which are available, you can go to the list of quotations available. There are the 2 quotations available. You can check, you can take any of these quotation as reference and create the sales order. This quotation is there. 10 items are pending. If we create the order for these 10 items by next time, if we try to create the same customers and same material, only one quotation will show because that quotation is completed. If we go and check in the list, oh, sorry, I've clicked on continue rather than going to list. You click on continue, only one. They are doing the same mistake. You should go to the list. If you go to the list, you will be finding only one quotation because in the another quotation, there is 10 items only pending. Those 10 items we have created a order. Like this functionality will work. If you give the option as A here, this outline agreement messages also has to be A. There is a relation between these two. Okay. And if you try to, oh, sorry, I have changed it for OR. In fact, I should change it for US OR. This is the order type that we are using. And for this order type only quotations, open quotations exist. For US OR, if I keep the option as A, check at header level, system will check at header level and it will propose. Let's see. Here, if you want to create a sales order, enter into the sales order screen again. Go there, enter the customer number. Look at this. Without entering the material itself, the system for this customer, there are open quotations. If you want to check the open quotations, you can go to the list and find out what are the quotations there for this customer. If you go further to this one, this is the quotation number. If you go to item selection, you will be able to find out for which material that quotation is there. If the material is or the required material, you can give the required quantity and copy from here. If the material is not relevant or is not the material that what you are want to create the sales order now, you can simply ignore this one, go back and create with the other material. Our other material is 6736. You can create the order with other material because the quotation exists with 6756. So you can create the quotation sales order with other material like this. The quotation messages will work. Similarly, if you go and check the other options, C is there. C is check at header level and copy unique. D is check at item level and copy if unique. Okay, let's see. We'll try to create the sales order for the same USOR. Since we have given at item level, system will not give any quotation messages when we enter as and when we enter the customer details. When we enter the item details and give the quantity, see exactly one quotation exists for this material 6756 and the quotation number system will propose. From that quotation only system will propose the item. Earlier you have seen 1 minute. Let me open the quotation in a separate screen and show it to you. It's the quotation number here. 2000196. 2001986. This is the quotation. If you go to the document flow, quotation is not completed. It is still in process. And if you go and check it here, the quotation is created for 1000 units. Okay. And if you want to create a order for the same item and same customer, it is copied at the item level and it will proposes the quantity. Okay, like this, these four options will be used. If you keep it as blank, it is do not check. If you keep it as A, it will check at header level. And if you keep it as B, it will check at the item level, throw a pop-up. If you keep it as C, it will check at the header level and proposes the quotation. If multiple quotation exists at item level, how system will behave? Let us see that one. We will create one more quotation for the same customer and same material. Let's see how system behaves. QT, we will take the same customer, same ship to party, same material. We will create for 1000 units. No pricing procedure could be determined. Okay. We'll do one thing. We'll take our own document USQT. This is the standard one way to. Let us check in the document type controls. USQT. What is the document pricing procedure? We will check. Document pricing procedure is A1. Okay. Let us create quotation. So it is completed. There will be no incompletion. Acha. For quotation, you need to enter valid from valid to. Valid from is taken because of the configuration that we have given in system. Valid to is something which has to be given manually. Since we have given valid to, the document is complete. We can Save the document. See, for our standard order, what we have given, we told the system to check it at item level and copy in a queue. Okay, this is what we have given. Check at item level and copy in a queue. Now, if we try to create a sales order, let's see how system will behave. USOR will create the sales order for same customer, and since we are not given a C or A, it is not proposing it is not throwing any pop-up message for open quotations. Now, if you enter the quantity, let's see. Again, what has come, since multiple quotations exist for this combination of customer and item, it has given a pop-up message. If you go and check it in the list, you will find two quotations. One is the one that we created now for 1000 units, and another one is 900 units one. Okay. If you select one of these quotations, if you select the first quotation and copy whatever quantity you entered, it has come. All other details will come as it is. You can check it in the incompletion log. If you save this order and try to find out what is the quantity remaining in the quotation that you already consumed 10 units from that quotation, let's see what is the balance quantity that system will display. Same customer, same material. We'll again take 10 quantity. System has proposed the list of quotations. We'll go to the list. See, in the first one, you can find out 900 units was earlier order quantity. 10 units we consume. The balance quantity was 890. If you create this order now, again 880 will be the open quantity will become order 880. Like this, these two fields will work. One is for quotation messages and another one is for outline agreement messages. Outline agreements are contract and scheduling agreement. Both of them in SAP are called as outline agreements. Okay, this is how this field is controlled. This is how the outline messages agreement and outline agreement messages and quotation messages are controlled. For outline agreement messages also, the functionality is same. Do not check at order level, check at item level, check at order level and copy if unique, check at item level and copy if unique. Okay. This is the control of outline agreement messages and quotation messages. The next field is messages master contract. Okay. On and off switch for master contract messages. The field which controls whether the system checks for existing master contracts during the contract creation. This field is used only in contract creation. When you are creating a contract, whether the system has to check for master contract or not. Set indicator A in this field if you want the system to be performed a control of this sales document type when you want to create a contract. A dialog box appears if master contract exists for the sole to party you enter. You can branch the dialog box to list of master contracts. So this field is used basically in contracts. If you keep it as B, when check determines only one suitable master contract exists. Okay, set the indicator C if you want the branch to directly list suitable contracts after the check has been performed. This is how this messages master contract field works. Next is product attribute messages. Product attribute messages is something like product attribute messages. Since this is not that much important, I haven't covered in my material also. Let's see. Dialog message for product attribute. Enter an indicator if you want to check whether the ship to party accepts the attributes of a product which entered manually. When you are creating a manual sales document, whether the product attributes will be accepted by the ship to party or not will be controlled by this field. If the ship to party doesn't accept the attributes of this product, then the system will throw an error. Usage, how it has to be used. When you enter product manually in a sales document, depending on the indicator you set, the system either display an error message and blocks further processing until you check the product attributes, or displays a warning message and advise you to check the product attributes. But further processing is possible. Okay, if you keep it as blank, no check will happen. If you keep it as A, dialog will come. If you keep it as B, system will throw a warning message, incomplete messages. Let's see how this field works. Indicates whether you can save an incomplete document or not will be controlled by this field. If you mark this field and try to save a sales document which information is missing, the system advises you to complete the document, then only you can save it. For example, let's see, we will check this one for US war and test it. Okay, we'll go back and try to create a sales order. Customer reference is the one of the field which is there in the incompletion procedure. Purposefully, we will not give the customer reference. We will create the order for a different item, not 6736. Okay, we will ignore that warning message. We will ignore whatever system will give. We will not perform the incompletion check also. Since barring this one, everything has been determined automatically into the sales order, I will try to save this one and check. It will show a pop-up message. Oh, shipping point has not been determined. Okay, we have some issues with this product, so we will change the material. We'll keep continuing. New pricing procedure is determined. Now we will try to save the sales document. System is asking you to give the complete customer reference. Thus, that customer reference we will not give, and we will try to save the document. System will not allow you to save the document. Okay, even if you tried 100 times also, system will not allow you. If you uncheck this field here in the controls, if you uncheck this field, if you uncheck incomplete messages and save this one, now you go back to the same order and create, you will be able to save the sales document without giving the customer reference for the same customer and same material. Okay, will not give. Will ignore. Will continue. Will not go to the list. Will try to save the document. Just system will throw a pop-up saying that save incomplete document. Document incomplete. Would you like to save or edit? If you want to edit, you can edit it and give the customer reference. Since we want to check whether it can be saved or not, I will click on save. So the document is automatically saved. Like this functionality, this incomplete messages functionality will work. Okay. And the next important field here to know is this shipping and delivery we will cover later. This one we will cover in this video. The requested, the lead time in days. Okay, if you give the lead time in days, now the lead time in days is blank. When you are creating an order, system is proposing the requested delivery date as the same date. If you take the lead time in days as 7, let's see how system behaves. System is proposing the requested delivery date as 20th. Today is 21st. System is proposing the 28th date because the lead time in date, we took it as 7 in the document type controls. Okay. Similarly, proposed delivery date. If you uncheck the proposed delivery, if you look at this order that I try to create now, system has proposed the delivery date. If you uncheck this field, the date will not come. Okay. So if we go and uncheck this field and try to create the order now, the date will not come. System will not propose the date. Okay. System is asking you to give the delivery date. So what is the requested delivery date? System is asking you to give. Similarly, one more field is there. Propose pricing date. All these are similar ones. Okay. Pricing, propose pricing from date. If you keep the field as blank, system will propose today's date. If you keep it as proposal based on requested delivery date, if you keep it as A, and if you check mark here, then system will propose the pricing date as 28th. Because lead time in days, we took it as 7. System will propose the delivery date as 27. Since we checked the proposed delivery date of the system will propose, and the same pricing from date also will be proposed in the sales order. You can check that difference now. Okay, these are these are the fields which got the interlink. Okay, requested delivery date system has proposed at 28th, and since we told the system to propose based on the delivery date, system has proposed the delivery date. If you keep this field as blank, system will propose today's date as the pricing from date. If you keep this field as blank, system will propose today's date as the pricing from date. If you keep it as A, system will propose the requested delivery date. If you keep it as B, proposed and valid from date at header level. Okay. For example, you will not, 1 minute. You will not ask the system to propose the delivery date, but lead time in days, you keep it as 7 and you saved the sales order. Okay. If you try to create the sales order now, what will system will do is system will ask you to give the delivery date because we have not told the system to propose the delivery date. For example, we will take the delivery date as 30th. Okay. 3001. 3001. Some customer reference we will take. See, system is asking, the system is proposing based on the requested delivery date. Okay. This is the pricing based on the requested delivery date. This is how this field works. And the next important field here is normally we will not take that much of lead time. 1 day lead time we will take, and we will check the proposed delivery date also. And if you check this field, propose customer reference date, the system will propose the customer reference date as today's date. Let me save this and show it to you. Here, if you check the old order, system has not given any customer reference date. Whereas if I try to create the order now, system will propose the customer reference date. Okay, this is how this function, this field works. If you check this field, system will propose today's date as customer reference date. If you don't check this field, system will not propose any customer reference date. You can enter your own customer reference date. Propose valid from date. This field controls whether the valid from date should be proposed or not. If you keep it as blank, no proposal date. If you keep it as A, today's date will be proposed. If you keep it as B, it will be from the beginning of next month. Okay, this field basically, this valid from date is basically used in inquiries, quotation, contracts. Okay, let's see inquiry document. We'll go to the quotation document or else and see. Our quotation type is USQT. Okay. What is the option there? what we have given propose today's date as the quotation valid from date. Okay, instead of that one, what we will do is we will give it as B. Okay, we will save this one and try to create a quotation by using the quotation document type. The T code to create a quotation is VA21 USQT. See, what is the valid from date system proposed? 1st November. Because here we have given the proposed valid from date as B option. We have configured the valid from date as B. Since we have configured date as B, system has given the date from the beginning of the next month. If we give today's date will be proposed. If we give no proposal, let's see how system behaves. If you give no proposal date, system will not give any date. Look at here, valid from the system has not given any delivery date, but it has given the delivery date. Because in this document type, we checked that proposed delivery date field. If you uncheck this field and check once again, system will not propose the delivery date also. That difference you can see now. System has not proposed any dates valid from date. It is not proposed and requested delivery date also. It is not proposed because we kept those options as blank. And the next field here in this tab is, okay, consider goods receiving hours. The options available here is, if you keep it as blank, system will not perform any check. If you keep it as A, system will perform check goods receiving hours. If you keep it as B, system will check goods receiving hours with info message. If you keep it as C, system will check goods receiving hours after confirmation. First of all, to check all these things, you should know where these goods receiving hours are maintained. Okay. In S4HANA system, goods receiving hours are maintained in at business partner level. I will show you where goods receiving hours are maintained. Our business partner is 3001. Let's see. We have not maintained goods receiving hour for business partner. For this business partner, I will tell you where it can be maintained. After coming into this customer business partner, you need to go to the, if you go to the display mode here, whatever roles that business partner is extended, those roles will come here. The role for customer is FLCU01. If you check here, goods receiving hours are maintained in the, I think in control tab, identification, customer additional data. No, this is not in customer additional data. Goods receiving here. Goods receiving hours are maintained at business partner. I will show you where it is maintained. This is okay. What is this tab? It is maintained in the customer unloading points. Okay. Here we can maintain goods receiving hours. Go to the change mode. goods receiving hours can be maintained. You need to enter the unloading point. Here you can maintain the goods receiving hours. Okay. Receiving points, unloading points, receiving hours, all those things can be maintained at the customer master level.